Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Happily Ever Caffeinated, the weekly wedding video series where we get stupid high on coffee and talk about weddings. I am your host, Jessie Stellick, co-founder of Photo Bohemia, and we are here today with Kristin Berry of the Dashing Ginger. And Dashing Ginger is a wedding resource specifically for wedding event vendors who need assistance with their businesses. I did not read that at all. And in this episode, we are going to be talking Wediquette and Weducation. What you can expect. We're going to peel back the curtain of weddings and
the wedding wall.
The wedding wall, and let you know what to expect from your vendors, your couples, and your guests. Let's do this.
Yes.
What exactly is the Dashing Ginger, other than just you? You are dashing,
yes.
And you are ginger.
Besides me, well,
Yes.
after 5 years in the industry, I really realized that a resource was missing for wedding and event professionals to find help to assist them with whatever they need, whether it's the wedding day prep work, running errands, deliveries, you name it. You can hire me or one of my staff members to assist you with whatever you need.
That's very smart, because that is something that I do know for a fact a lot of vendors need. Like, they just need an extra hand, somebody that can fill in. And when it's a bigger team and then somebody gets sick or something, that's huge.
And not all vendors know where to search for quality professionals who know weddings and events.
Yeah.
So anyone
that
who I
resource.
hire will know weddings and events like the back of their hand. So that's a good thing.
I love it.
We need that.
Yes, absolutely. So now that we know exactly what you are, not just an enigma of you.
Not just a ginger.
Not just a ginge. Just a ginge is a nice
Hashtag
flow.
it.
Hashtag just a ginge. Hashtag not just a ginge. So let's peel back that curtain. Let's talk about what I feel like the biggest problem is when you're getting married. You've never, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time you've never been married before. You don't know what to expect from a wedding day.
Right.
Or from your vendors.
Well, I think one question that brides always have is, should I feed my vendors? And I think the real question is, do you want me to be hangry on your wedding day? Because if you don't feed me, I'm going to be hungry and angry, and I'm going to need it. But yes, you should feed your wedding vendors on the wedding day, especially the people who will be there at your reception. So videographer, photographer, DJ, band, whoever will be there for the long haul of the day.
Yeah.
So if you reach out to your wedding caterer, most of them have wedding vendor meals. A hot meal is always appreciated, but there is always budget-friendly options for vendors, so you don't have to go above your budget for us to eat.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so next we are going to talk about, should I tip my vendors, which this can vary from couple to couple.
Yeah.
And it's already a daunting task to budget a wedding, so adding gratuities on top of that can seem just like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think if a vendor really exceeds your expectations and goes above and beyond, that it's always a nice little gesture to add at the end of the evening, especially for bartenders or valets or coat check. I think it's kind of known.
I've always heard kind of like if it is an employee for a company, like if it's a huge photo studio, if it's the owners, not necessarily. If they're sending out people to work the day, then yes, because they're more of that kind of gratuitous person.
Agree.
Okay. So talk to me now about the guests. So we've seen a lot of behavior from guests. So some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's ugly, and I know that you have some thoughts about that.
Yes, so how to be an exceptional wedding guest. I would say tip number one is respond in a timely manner to your invitation. Don't let it
RSVP.
get lost on the fridge or in a pile on your desk. Couples need to know this information in order to plan their day.
Yeah.
So as soon as possible, respond. And if you can't make it last minute, don't skip the wedding. They need to know this. You won't be a bad guest since you're not going, but tell them ahead of time so they know that you won't be there.
Place settings and things like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't Houdini the bride and groom.
Don't Houdini
Or
them.
groom and groom or bride and bride.
Don't ghost them.
Don't ghost them.
Yes. Okay. Next.
Next, gift giving. And although you don't have to give a gift to the couple, it is still nice to at least send a congratulatory card or bring one with you. After all, they are inviting you to the most special day of their life. So
That works.
just a little something something.
Little something, something. Okay.
Ceremony. A lot of times I see guests arrive late to ceremonies.
Yes.
Some etiquette on the ceremony. If you arrive late, don't go and try to find your seat. At least wait till the bride has reached the altar and then kind of duck in. If not, just hang out in the back until it's over.
Fashionably late isn't really a thing for
Fashionably late
ceremonies.
is not a good thing.
It's not cool. Don't be fashionably late. Don't do that. No.
Next, what to wear.
What not to
I've
wear.
seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of wedding attire. So most of the time you can tell the attire of a wedding based on how formal the invitation is, the venue, the season. So maybe if it's a Catholic ceremony and a ballroom reception, guys don't wear jeans and like tennis shoes.
No.
Or ladies, club attire is never a good option. Or wearing white or ivory or anything that might
Take away
from the bride.
Yeah.
Dress appropriately, flat cocktail dress. LBDs are the way to go.
Little bark dress. Yes.
Reception. And I know this could be hard for guests, but during the cocktail hour, there are still vendors setting up at the reception. So when guests want to come in and hang out and hang around and put their stuff at the table, we understand, but put your stuff down and then wait until the room is open.
Opened up.
Because especially for photography, videography, we need the room to be cleared in order to get all the pretty, amazing shots that we need. So if there's stragglers hanging around, it's not the best.
No. All right, I think I know what your next one is going to be because I see we're at the end of the list. What's the next one?
Unplugged weddings? Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, I'm very excited about your next one.
Okay. Unplugged weddings.
Unplugged weddings.
And I think this is
Say it one more time.
Unplugged weddings.
Okay,
dun, 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 dun. And I think this was like a huge trend last year. I don't know if it's still a huge trend, but it should be.
It should be a perpetual, never-ending trend.
Because ruin is not the word.
Distracts.
Nothing takes away from a wedding more than smartphones or grandma with their iPad. Like this is, especially for you. Ceremonies, receptions, you're like, it's in every shot.
Look how you can see us.
I know.
People can take pictures now.
I know.
Instead of this the whole time.
That
turned out good.
And the crazy thing is, people will take these pictures and they'll be so blurry and so bad, and then the bride will use them as her
profile pictures. That makes me sad. I know. When that happens, that's so depressing. It's like, oh, wait for the good ones.
So unplugged weddings should be a trend forever.
Yes.
Hashtag forever trend.
Forever trend. Okay.
Forever trend.
So we're done with guests?
Done with guests.
Let's talk about vendors.
What not to do as a vendor. One of my number ones is probably don't drink at a wedding if you're a wedding vendor.
As much as I love and am a huge supporter of drinking, do not drink at a wedding.
The only buzz you should get at a wedding, the guests buzzing about how beautiful the wedding is, not an actual alcoholic buzz. And it's different if you're a close family friend or family member, but if you don't know them, don't be slinging back beers on their liquor budget.
Double-fisted.
None of that.
Don't do that. Okay. Next up.
Another one. At the end of a wedding, when the photographer sends you a bunch of images, all the pretty images they got of that day, say thank you.
Thanks.
Say thank you. They put a lot of time and hard work into that, and whether it's 2 bright lights or a publication or if it's on Dropbox, whatever, once they send you the images, just say thanks or send a card or just a quick email. It takes 2 seconds, and it's always nice to hear.
And if you're going to be using those images, maybe give them a little credit line, something like that.
Credit, yes. Tag your vendors.
Yeah.
Social media, blogging, link back to their site so brides and grooms or whoever knows how to find them. Tag them. Tag your peeps.
Yeah. All right.
Last little tidbit, be courteous to everybody. All the vendors there that day are trying to make it the best possible for the couple, so work together, troubleshoot things behind the scenes. You never want the couple to know anything is going on, so just play nice.
Yeah. It's important to smile. Like, you're stressed, we get it, but don't, it's a wedding day. It's not about,
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it. If you're stressing, if your feet hurt, nobody wants to know. Smile and be happy. Yeah. I love it. Those are all
for Crest.
For Crest. Double spearmint gum. All right. Are we done?
That's it.
Those are great. Thank you so much. Seriously, this is all wonderful points, and I feel like, I really feel like you're filling a big need, and I'm very happy that you exist.
And that was a lot of information. Soak it all in. Watch this video like 5 times and just soak it all in.
Have it rehearsed in your head so that you can remember it forever. Thank you, seriously.
Always question with the Q. Questions help us learn things new. Question marks are very cool, especially when you're in school. Always question when you try. You'll find who, what, where, when, why. Question marks are very fun. Let's break them down now one by one.